What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another new comic book day top 10 list. Today I'm going to be ranking and reviewing all the books I picked up this week for November 2nd, 2022's new comic book day. We had a lot of brand new series come out this week, and some of the ones I'm going to be talking about. From Marvel, we've got Deadpool, Secret Invasion is back, and they also released Tiger Division. We've got some other brand new ones that I'm going to be talking about as well, but if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content that's going to keep you up to date on all of the latest releases. So if you want to miss out on any of that, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below with notification bells turned on. Now I'm excited to talk about these books, so let's jump right into it. Oh, and as always, everyone, as I begin to talk about these books, just be aware that there's definitely going to be spoilers. I get very excited talking about them, and I let some stuff slip up, but I put a spoiler tag down below in the corner to give you a heads up that a spoiler is about to happen, so be on the lookout for that. And here we go, everyone, kicking this top 10 list off first. We've got coming in at number 10, this is Marvel's Hulk issue number 10. This is cover A. That is officially a wrap on this series for me, folks. I took it off of my poll list, and we are 10 issues deep, and my honest to God opinion on this one is that this series is just not good at all. I really like the artwork. I think Ryan Ollie has done a phenomenal job on it so far, and I love the action panels as well. However, as far as a story goes, if you can even consider it a story, it is just severely lacking. I've read The Immortal Hulk, and that was a great Hulk story. We've got Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. Those are classics, and when you go from those to this is just honestly bad. And like I said, this is all my opinion. I would love to hear yours down below if you've got other beliefs on this series. But I will admit, I do like the kind of backstory that they're giving Banner right now. I do love the flashbacks, but when we just go back to present time, everything now with the Hulk planet, it's just, I don't know, it's very boring to me. I'm not interested in it. And for those reasons, I ended up dropping it. Let's talk about this one more down below. But for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 10 this week, we've got Hulk issue number 10. Next up on my list this week, we've got coming in at number 9. This is Boom Studios' brand new one. We've got Behemoth, issue number 1. This is cover A. So I went into this one blindly. I tend to always pick up new Boom Studios series, so I thought to myself, why not for this one? This one, like so many other ones on the market right now, is an apocalyptic series that has a main character with a screwed up past, and almost every single aspect of the story so far is just a mystery. There's not really much that differentiates this first issue from so many other just apocalyptic stories that are on the market right now. My honest opinion, I would wait this one out. I'm probably not going to be continuing on with this series. I'm going to wait till it wraps up, see what other people's opinions on it are, and I'm going to go from there. But before I completely rag on it, this issue wasn't horrible. It's kind of an interesting story. It just feels very familiar to like so many other ones that I've recently read. A little bit about it without too many spoilers. We've got our main character. Like I said, he's got a screwed up past. They dive into it just a little bit. But the cool thing about the series, he's on this medication, and from this medication, he's losing track of time. He's losing his memories. But every time he wakes up from just a lapse of time, something horrible happens in the world, which is obviously going to eventually lead to the apocalypse. So, not horrible, but it just feels like so much other stuff that I've just recently read. I want to hear your opinions down below, but for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 9 this week, we've got Boom Studios' brand new one, Behemoth, issue number 1. Next up this week, we've got coming in at number 8, we've got Marvel's brand new one, Tiger Division, issue number 1. This is cover A. Now, before I get into this first issue, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I went into this one as a blank slate. I don't know anything about any of these characters. I don't know their backstories. I don't know what they've been in. So I went into this one as an entirely new thing, and I took it as is. And I honestly thought it was pretty solid. This first issue, they didn't really do a whole lot. It was honestly a good first issue as far as backstory goes. They introduced us to every single one of the characters in the Tiger Division. They had a nice little team up, tried to save the day. But once we hit probably around the middle of the issue, that's when we got into the actual plot, and that's what led us to know where the story is going to be going. All of our members of the Tiger Division came together. They found this Psylocke gem, and they're asking about what it is, and that's where the story takes us. I'm not going to be spoiling anything else from there. If you guys have read anything about any of these characters, let me know what I should read to kind of get caught up on, what series are the best from these characters, because like I said, as far as the first issue goes, went into it very blindly, don't know anything about any of these characters, but they did a really good job getting a new reader acquainted with them. So take that for what it is, but for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 8 this week. This is Marvel's new one, Tiger Division, issue number 1. And next up on my list this week, we've got coming in at number 7. This is Marvel's Predator, issue number 4. This is cover A. I've been a big fan of this series so far, and honestly, I feel like it's not talked about enough. They have done a killer job on the artwork and the story, but the tension and the suspense that's being built up after each and every one of these issues has been absolutely top-notch. This issue picks up right where the last one left off, and if you can recall, our character, she's not the one doing the hunting anymore. She is now being hunted by all these different predators. It was an all-out action issue. It was a lot of fun to read. But honestly, outside of the action, there really wasn't any story at all. After we get the action out of the way, it does lead into the next issue, so I'm excited to see where they go with it. But for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 7 this week, we have Marvel's Predator, issue number 4. Next up this week, we've got coming in at number 6, this is Image's Little Monsters, issue number 7. This is cover B. Little Monsters is back. This is the start of a brand new arc, and I'll tell you what, I missed this series. Admittedly, I am very biased towards Jeff Lemire. I'm a big fan of all the stuff he puts out, but this series, I love everything that they're doing with it. The storytelling, the artwork, I love the mystery behind all the vampires and just everything that's going on right now. And because it is a brand new arc, in my opinion, definitely not a good spot to jump on like at all. You're going to be very lost with what's going on. But the one thing that I did love about this kind of reintroduction issue is that they did a lot of back and forth, just kind of storytelling. We were in the past, just seeing all the vampires together, just them interacting with each other. But then when we flash forward, so some spoilers are going to happen. If you can recall from the last kind of the way the arc ended, they finally got a taste of real human flesh, and now they're searching for the other human. That's kind of how this issue is, but some of the vampires are protecting that human. Big fan of this series. Definitely check it out if you can. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 6 this week, we have Image's Little Monsters, issue number 7. And here we go, folks. We're down to the top 5 issues of the week. So coming in at number 5 this week, we've got Image's brand new one. We've got Hell to Pay, issue number 1. This is cover A. I was really looking forward to this first issue, and it did not let me down at all. This first issue was fantastic, in my opinion. Between the artwork and the storytelling, I absolutely love what they did with it. But I will tell you what, as far as the first issue goes, there is a lot to digest. They did a great job going in depth with literally everything. The world building, the character development, and the plot development as well. After this first issue, I feel invested in just where they're going with the story. I'm behind it, and I feel invested in these characters too. So I'm not going to be going too in depth with this first issue, but I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a rundown just so you know what it's about. So basically, hell is real, and there's a currency system, and the people who are in hell are very wealthy. But here's the thing. Some of the money leaves hell, and now that's where our main characters come into play, and there's a lot of stuff that happens from there. Very fun first issue. Definitely check it out if you had a light week. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 5 this week, we've got Image's new one, Hell to Pay, issue number 1. Next up this week at number 4, we've got Marvel's brand new one, Secret Invasion, issue number 1. This is cover A. I honestly wasn't even going to pick this one up. I was at my LCS. I saw it sitting there on the shelf, and when I grabbed it, I thought it was just going to be a reprint of the original Secret Invasion event. But to my surprise, it's actually a new series. I guess Marvel just didn't want to change the name to something new. They've got a movie or a TV show coming out with Secret Invasion, so, you got to get people hyped up for their new stuff. I get it. But it was surprisingly extremely good. But at the same time, it's exactly what you thought it was going to be. Just like the original Secret Invasion. That's kind of exactly where this one is going. We got the Skrulls, they're invading Earth, and now everyone needs to figure out who's real and who's not. If you read the first one, you're pretty much all set for this one too. But definitely read that first Secret Invasion event. It was very good. But seriously, this was really solid for a first issue as well. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 4 this week, we've got Marvel's new one, well, kind of new one, Secret Invasion, issue number 1. Next up this week at number 3, we've got Marvel's new one, Deadpool, issue number 1. This is cover A. I needed a new Deadpool series in my life, and it's exactly what I wanted. The writer did a phenomenal job capturing Deadpool's personality in this. The merc with a mouth, he's just nutty and off-the-wall crazy, and she did such a great job with that. But on top of that, the artwork and the coloring paired perfectly well with it. If you're a Deadpool fan, I highly recommend picking up this first issue. But outside of just him being nutty and just, like I said, an assassin, they actually had a well-developed plot towards, middle, halfway. They really got into what was going to be going on. But we meet the horror, so some spoilers are about to happen. She captured Deadpool, and she's trying to grow something inside of him. I'm not going to be getting in depth with that at all. You need to read it for yourself, but it was such a fun first read. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 3 this week, we've got Marvel's new one, Deadpool, issue number 1. Next up this week, we've got coming in at number 2, this is Marvel's Punisher, issue number 7. This is cover A. Jason Aaron has done a phenomenal job on this story so far, and I am all about it. I will admit, though, the present-day story, everything going on with the whole war, the Punisher's clan, and the Beast, I think it's all right, but the flashbacks really pull me into the story, and that's exactly what this entire issue pretty much is. Some spoilers are about to happen, but this issue pretty much focuses on Maria and her whole just perspective on everything, her point of view, just back when Frank came back from the war. It was so good. I don't want to spoil anything else because some stuff does happen in the present time. They're still gearing up for the entire war. Ares has made his way towards him. I'm excited, but still, seriously, this has been a fantastic read so far. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 2, we've got Marvel's The Punisher, issue number 7. And here we go, everyone. This is it, my top read of the week. We've got coming in at number 1, this is Aftershocks, Astronaut Down, issue number 4. This is cover A. This series has been getting delayed quite a bit lately, but it was worth the wait. I absolutely love it, and this series, everything about it is just top-notch. The artwork and the storytelling are both stellar, but seriously, every single one of these issues plays such a vital role to not just the next issue, but the overall grand scheme of the story. I highly recommend this one, and you should try to find the back issues. Or just wait for a trade paperback. I'm sure that's going to be coming out very shortly once it wraps up. But this 4th issue, a little bit about it without too many spoilers. Our main character, he's finally in the next reality, and the equation saved everything. He's trying to accustom himself to life. Everyone sees him as a hero, but he doesn't really see himself as a hero because what about his reality? Everything he knows isn't going to survive, and they drop an absolute bombshell on him at the very end. I'm not going to be spoiling that one, but seriously, this 5th issue is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And for those reasons, we've got coming in at number 1, taking the crown this week is Aftershocks, Astronaut Down, issue number 4. And that's a wrap on this week's top 10 list of books, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wasn't able to grab Night of the Ghoul issue number 2. My shop didn't get any of those issues in today. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments section what was your favorite book of the week and which ones you think I missed out on. And thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below with notification bells turned on. You won't regret it. I've got 2 more sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.